talk show. My name is Emma Watson and I'll be your host for today. Today we'll be talking about how technology is moving towards health industry in 2025. So according to Ministry of Health 2017, we have found a research by the Research and Development team about the top 4 diagnoses. Firstly, it will be the cholesterol, secondly followed by high blood pressure, thirdly diabetes, and lastly acute upper respiratory tract infection.
Singapore has a legal stable infrastructure of medical industry, product procurement, strict policy in technology patent, law and regulation. Economical, individual income, rise trend monthly income, for example 2015 $3,900, 2,156,000 people and schools are involved in the Health Act. More campaigns as such increases the awareness of being hale and healthy. Calories food in a daily basis. Medical years, 2,000 jobs for professionals, managers, executives and technicians. Created in electronical sector, growth in healthcare, reliance on electronics. Salary gap benefits. CHAS card, household income per person, if $1,100 and below, tier 1, if $1,800 and below, tier 2, pioneer generation. CHAS benefit: A. Chronic conditions, diabetics, dementia. B. Common illness, cough, cold, high blood pressure. Number 2. Medishield, premium subsidies, Medisave cash for hospital bills. Social Health Promotion Board encouraging senior citizens to move around, to become more flexible and improve on their body strength. National Steps Challenge attracted more than 156,000 people and schools are involved in the Health Act. More campaigns as such increases the awareness of being hale and healthy. People tend to start eating healthier food and also prefer eating low calories food in a daily basis. Doctors and hospitals are trying their best to deliver an optimum service as they could. The most effective way is to strongly encourage patients persistently on controlling their food intake and the quality of food as well. Technology, Fitbit, maintaining the system, technology advancement. Being able to track the patient's location, which serves as GPS, monitoring the heart rate, maintaining the system, ensuring that the system is well maintained and no faulty or defects. Technology advancement, keeping the software. Legal, future law and regulations, strict privacy, protection of confidential information. Number 1, Personal Data Protection. Personal Data Protection Act 2012, individual rights to protect personal data. Reason why organizations need to collect this data, use and disclosure. Number 2, copyrights, company of view. For example, instruction manual, computer software, databases. Make a full disclosure regarding the environment. Companies should produce and carry out environmentally sustainable practice. For example, leather strap. Energy conserving items should be at practice. Possible ways to dispose these items. Every organization should carry out CSR as their main advantage.
Today we're having the CEO company of MediTech Solutions Pte Ltd to come down to talk to us about more of their products.
MediTech Solutions Pte Ltd is in the market for about 5 years and it has won many Service Excellence Award, including Corporate Social Responsibility Award and also Sustainability and Good Leadership in SME Global Companies as well. They have been named the top 15, and the company focuses on health industry and how to improve lifestyle of individuals. So the goal and objective of the company is to innovate new products to give individual a benefit to maintain a good healthy lifestyle, and the company licenses with medical companies for product innovation and medical hospitality for customer research. And the business structure is the company's sole proprietorship. It manages on its own and it has many departments within the within the company, and it looks into every single department of it. And it's okay, the main focus is product differentiation, where actually they keep producing goods which are differentiated from other products. Like compared to Fitband, they're coming out with this new their new innovation which is different from the other current existing program. And most importantly, they actually identify the need of customer. They go beyond a step and get to know what the customer needs, like getting to know the research of what is the highest diagnosis of health issues and how can this be improved. People need to be aware, so they produce this. And most importantly, the cost effectiveness. So now we'll be meeting the CEO of the company.
So here we have Miss Emma. Okay, so I have a few. Hi, Miss Emma. I have a few questions here for you today. So, what is your role as a CEO? Hi Emma. So my role as a director, a CEO, will be actually to direct the company. I work closely with the chief financial officer in maintaining the yearly statements, financial statements, and as well I work closely with the department heads of every department, like my R&D, my technology, my communication, to understand how is their team working and also how they are coming out with their new product launch. So I have You asked about what is my knowledge required for this skill. I believe I have past experiences to actually open up my knowledge to this field. Now we're talking to the Research and Development Manager, Miss Sivanes. Hi, Miss Sivanes.
Hi.
I have a few questions here for you today. Firstly, I would like to ask, what is your role as a Research and Development Manager?
Hi. As a Research and Development Manager, my role is to develop new products and alliance with the technology committee to come out with a new product and improve existing product. And we also develop and monitor research plan and ensure projects are completed on time.
What are the skills do you require to do this role?
Practically, for the skills, we need to be a strategic thinker and always aware of the social and technological change.
What do you think is the knowledge set required to adhere to all these skills and role that you carry out on a daily basis?
For the knowledge, we have to be experienced in the project and administration, and we have to develop new technology.
Thank you for your time. Next, we'll be talking to the Chief Technological Manager, Ms. Shing. Hi, Ms. Shing.
Hello.
Hi, I have a few questions as well for you. So, what is your role as a Chief Technological Manager?
My role is to be responsible for the creations and maintenance and managing of applications, ensuring security and privacy of personal particulars.
What do you think is the skill set required for you to carry out this?
I think my skill set is to be competent and acquiring and adapting to the new knowledge and technology.
So, what are the knowledge set required to actually carry out this role?
I need to know the latest technology trend and applications available in the market, and to familiarize with the IPR, which is the intellectual property rights, such as patents, contracts, and licenses.
Thank you. Next, we'll be talking to the Communication Manager, Ms. Farah. Hi, Ms. Farah.
Hi.
Okay, I have a few questions here for you today. So, what is your role as a Communication Manager?
As a communication manager, arranging talks on engagement, the company's leadership, and maintaining contacts with the media.
So, what do you think the skills require for you for this?
Basically, for now, it's two. These are the most important, which are first, the media awareness, second are the wide contacts.
What do you think knowledge required for you this role?
As a communication manager, responsible for tasks like writing press release and responding to media inquiries about the company for now.
Thank you. So finally, you'll be talking to the operation manager, Miss Shalini. Hi, Miss Shalini.
Hi.
You're so cheerful today. Yeah. So what is your role as a operation manager?
My role is managing health services, such as overseeing the daily functioning of a healthcare center and implementing policy, such as ensuring patients' safety, enforcing rules and policies as well.
So what are the skills required for this?
As for the skills, you should have the flexibility to alter plans quickly
and express expectations and give strong feedback for the future operation effectively.
So what do you think the knowledge is carried out in this?
You should have the patience and also knowledge of purchasing equipments such as replacing failed and outdated equipments and maintaining the sufficient amount of healthcare supplies, as well as collecting significant data and use the data to improve patient.
So we heard that you came up with new innovations for your future. Firstly, the diabetes tracking, which controls the blood count for a diabetes patient, and secondly, your gesture control GPS, which enables those who are in need, especially elderly people, to gesture for help through the GPS location, which enables for emergency to come to them as fast as possible. And lastly, needle-free injection technology, which sounds very interesting, and I heard that it's about how many of us are afraid of injection, and this could actually make a process much more less painful. And let's applaud and welcome the group of them to actually explain more about this to us. So we heard today you are launching 3 new products in the future years. So I heard that you have a diaper tracker, a GPS called the gesture control, and a needle-free injection technology. We would love to hear more about these new product launches. Can we have, starting with the diaper tracker?
So basically, the diabetes tracker cooperates with analysis of monitoring health concerns like blood pressure, blood counts, and cholesterol, and also real-time updates. The features that auto-transfer information to hospitals and clinic, and lastly, this diabetic tracker register your personal information, which includes your heartbeat rate, your cholesterol. Yeah, thank you.
So when in emergency, you refer that this personal information can be used by hospitals, like retrieving it?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Okay, Ken. So what is your gesture control GPS?
Our gesture control GPS is basically because in the aging population, many seniors suffer from dementia, and with the increasing trend of people seeking to have a healthier lifestyle, our company decided to come up with this gesture control GPS, which is a smart watch where it combines the wearables with remote patient tracking technology, like the GPS, as said in my colleagues just now, and tracking the patient's health. And also, this technology allows seniors to operate like lights and locks and thermostats and appliances just by the motion. The caregivers and healthcare providers can also monitor the seniors' biometric data activity levels through this controlled knowledge sharing. Communication is also possible by this gesture control GPS.
Very interesting. I'm looking forward to your product. Can I know more about the needle-free infection technology?
According to the Ministry of Health, the research and development team shows statistics of people that 6 in 10 people are scared of injection. To eliminate the fear, we came up with a product which is called a needle-free injection technology, which is painless. This technology bypasses the chances of needle stick injuries, which allows people to come forward to overcome their fear. It draws blood from the capillaries with a little suction. The suction will monitor the blood pressure, and info will be automatically recorded in the hospital resources.
Wow, that's really interesting. I mean, I'm scared of needles. I think I'm looking forward for that. All right. So, okay, putting up with your new 3 products, right? So, what are the challenges you think you will face?
In 2025, there will be too much of devices to monitor as well as to track the user's blood pressure and walking steps. It will make the system too complicated, and furthermore, there will be more devices that will be tailor-made for other health issues such as cholesterol and hypertension.
Very true. Another challenge, anyone would you like say?
Because of the increasing aging population, so many people might have to use this gesture control GPS. So the increase of database will be inevitable. So managing and maintaining in real time is a tough challenge.
Yes, correct. Any other challenge? Okay, final. Okay, so thank you for coming down for this show, and we are looking forward for your new product launches in the upcoming future years. Thank you. Bye bye.